Stand by. Let's begin. There's a verse in scripture that cuts through every lie a man tells himself or has been told. Proverbs 24:16. The righteous man falls 7 times and rises again. Not because he's flawless, not because he's unbreakable. It's because God keeps rebuilding him. And there's a line from Teddy Roosevelt, a line carved into the bones of every man who's ever stepped into the fight. It's not the critic who counts, but the man who is actually in the arena. The man whose face is marred by dust, sweat, and blood. The man who strives, who errs, who comes up short again and again. Because there is no effort without error, and no rising without falling. These two truths, one from scripture, one from a president, meet in the same place, the ground. Where a man falls, where a man bleeds, where a man decides whether he will stay down or rise again. And this is where the ping is born. Not in the victory, not in the applause, not in the polished version of a man the world thinks he is. The ping comes from the arena floor, from the moment he realizes he cannot rise by his own strength, from the moment he whispers or groans, God, I need you. That sound, that signal, that cry is what heaven responds to. Because the righteous man is not righteous because he stands tall. He is righteous because he keeps getting back up. 7 times, 70 times, as many times as it takes. And every time he rises, God forges something new in him. Something stronger, something truer, something that can carry the weight of the blessings assigned to him since the beginning. Roosevelt said the credit belongs to the man in the arena. Scripture says the rise belongs to the man who refuses to stay down. And Captain's doctrine says the ping is the moment those two worlds collide. The arena and the altar, the fall and the rebuild, the dust of the earth and the breath of God. But there is a warning every man must face. Because God rebuilds the man who falls, but he rejects the man who refuses to move. In the parable of the talents, 3 men were given something from the master. Not equal amounts, but equal opportunity. 2 men stepped into uncertainty. They risked, they acted, they invested what God placed in their hands. And the master said, well done. But the 3rd man, he didn't rebel, he didn't steal, he didn't curse God. He simply buried what he was given. Why? I was afraid. Fear made him hide. Fear made him passive. Fear made him protect instead of multiply. And God's response was not gentle. You wicked and slothful servant, cast him into outer darkness, not because he failed, but because he never tried. A righteous man falls 7 times because he moves, he steps, he risks, he acts. The wicked servant never fell because he never stood. God does not reward safety. God rewards courage. So when you fall, good. It means you stepped. It means you refused to bury what God placed inside you. And that is why you rise again. So if you've fallen, good. You're in the arena. You're in the verse. You're in the cycle God uses to forge warriors. The critics don't matter. The spectators don't matter. Perfect men don't exist. What matters is that you rise again and again and again. Because the righteous man falls 7 times and rises again. And the man in the arena, he's the only man God can rebuild. This is the ping. God, I need you. This is the foundry. God, I trust you. This is the rise of the righteous man.